hope you're not watching your figure on this one. These are full of fat, cheesy, decadent, cheesy potatoes done in the air fryer. I'm here, you're here, we're here. Why don't we cook together? Got my fun little mandolin. If you've got a food processor that you can, push the food down and it spins that blade around, use that. If you've got a mandolin, use that. I've got this fun little handheld mandolin. I have also opted not to peel my potatoes. I am using Yukon Golds, and the flesh or the skin of a Yukon Gold is so full of flavor and so delicious that I chose to keep it. I have washed them and dried them though. You want to make sure that they are dry, otherwise you're going to have a soggy mess once you start cooking. So let's just start shredding, shall we? Let's start shredding, shall we? That's very hard to say. English is hard. I don't like it. You can slice them by hand with just a knife, but I've chosen to use the mandolin just so that I get nice uniform slices. What we're going to do, just so you know how many potatoes and onions you want to do, is we're going to layer potatoes, onions, potatoes, onions, potatoes. So essentially 3 layers of potatoes with a layer of onion in between. So just kind of judge how many potatoes you need. If you end up with too many when we're done cooking this, take those extra potatoes, throw them just into a bowl, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, throw them in your air fryer. You've got homemade chips. No food goes to waste on Annie's smoking pot. Same thing with your onion. I'm just using a sweet onion this go around. Yeah, a sweet onion, and just same thing, we're just going to mandolin it just so that we get those nice uniform slices. I think that is plenty of onion as well. Grab your baking dish and non-stick cooking spray. Just give it a nice liberal spray. We're going to layer, and then that way I'll know if I do need those extra potatoes. And you know what? Probably by the process of editing, this is going to go super fast. We're going to do a layer of potatoes, so in case it goes really fast, layer of potatoes, layer of onion, layer of potato, layer of onion, layer of potato. I'll show you when I'm done. All right, we've got that part done. You know what? All those potatoes, I ended up using them all. See, I should have gone with my gut. My gut told me I needed that many. And then my brain said, maybe not. Well, you know what? My gut was right. Now comes the cheesy, fatty goodness. Get out your burner, get out your pan, turn it on. Butter in the pan. As always, full description down below, whole recipe. We've got our butter melted. We're going to add in some flour, and you want to basically cook this for about a minute just to get rid of that raw flour taste. If you were to just add everything else right now, when you get to the point where you're going to start eating this at dinner time, lunchtime, whatever you're making it for, you're going to get such a hint of or not a hint, you're going to get just a blast of raw flour. You don't want that, but you want to continually stir because you don't want it to burn. We're not making brown butter. That's a whole nother thing. Oh, howdy. This is going to be so good. To that, we have got just some kosher salt going in, and some fresh cracked black pepper. And this is essentially just kind of to taste. Next, we have got equal parts of milk and heavy cream going in. Now you are just going to essentially stand here and stir and stir and stir until it starts to thicken. Good rule of thumb, anytime you're going to make a creamy white sauce, bechamel, whatever it is, and you have to use milk and cream, put your milk and cream out on the counter about 30 minutes before you're going to start cooking, just to get it closer to room temp. If you take it straight from the fridge and put it in here, what we're doing right now, you're going to be doing it for a lot longer, trying to get that milk and cream up to temp. This is about how you want it. When you pull the spoon through it, the spatula through it, you see how you can see the bottom of the pan? That's how thick you want it. And now we're going to add the cheese. I am using equal parts Parmesan and mozzarella. And this, we're just essentially, you're just going to stir until the cheese melts. And then we're going to take it off the heat, get out the air fryer, and go to part 2. Anyway, let me get my air fryer out and I'll meet you back here. Get your air fryer going. We're going to go 35 minutes to 320. Go for 35 minutes, but set a secondary timer somewhere. If you've got an Alexa, I can't say that name too loud because she'll start spouting off at me. But if you've got one of those in your house or a kitchen timer, set it for 20 minutes because we're going to cover it for 20, but then you're going to uncover it for the last 15. Okay, let's dump our cheesy goodness onto those potatoes now. I'm gonna get yelled at for blocking the shot.
Don't block the shot.
So I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna get a shirt that says that. Don't block the shot. What is it?
Don't block the shot.
Exactly. And you're just gonna spread it evenly, just over the top. Ooh, I am a shot blocker. I try not to be. Ooh, and we're gonna spread that out all over the top, just like that. Covered. If you have an air fryer like mine, make sure that you hook this on there really well. Otherwise, it gets sucked off right into the elements. We're gonna dump that in there and hope we don't burn ourselves. Here we go. Ooh, that's hot. And in it goes. In 20 minutes, we're gonna remove that foil. So I'll meet you back here. Time is up. Now remember, after that first 20 minutes, I uncovered it and let it go for 15, uncovered to a rich golden brown. Let's get it out of there and try not to burn ourselves. Couple tongs. Makes me nervous, but I did schmuck it up. Just ignore that little schmuck there. We'll just plug it out. Ooh, that's hot. You're gonna wanna let this sit for at least 5 minutes before we dig into it so that it can kind of come together in the center, and then we'll see how it looks. All right, let's take a look and see how it turned out. I don't know how this is gonna come out here beautiful. Might not. Doesn't have to be pretty though, right? Just has to be tasty. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks fantastic. That cheesy goodness that we dumped on the top just worked its way through down to the center. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And hot. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna give it a taste because I can. Oh, it's gonna be hot, I bet. It's hot. You know what? It's absolutely perfect. Absolutely. I don't know what you could do to make it any better. I really don't. The onions, the potatoes, they're not mushy. They have a little bit of bite to them, but it's perfect. It's cooked all the way through, golden brown and delicious on top. You know what? If you like this video, you should click on one of the other links right there and right there to some of my other videos. Check them out. You might like them. If you do, be sure to give them a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe if you haven't. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye. Dude, that's pretty good.